Welcome to the TMC Newsroom. My name is Rich Tehrani. Thanks for watching us today. We're in Boston, Massachusetts. We're meeting with a number of companies in the communications and technology space, learning about what's new, what's exciting, what the trends are. On our program right now is Ray Pasquale. He's the founder, CTO, and EVP of Unified Office. And Ray, good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Welcome back to the show.
Happy to be here, as always.
Just tell us a little bit about your company, what you're up to.
So Unified Office, we're in early stage. I hate to use the word next generation, but I'm going to use new breed of company. We're totally focused and committed to the small business segment. And by I say the small business segment, I'm talking about 70 seats and under. This has largely been an ignored market for many years by the major carriers. And with the advent of all these tablet devices and smartphones, the world really needs a company to come in and really make it all work together. So we're focused on business communication services. Mobility is our big play.
Okay.
We're bringing IT services and integrating these IT services from clouds. And right now we're going to focus on the table stakes apps and just really bringing those communications and IT services together in one single, easy to use, easy to understand service. So I know it's a sort of a high, lofty sort of description I'm giving, but I really mean that. If Steve Jobs were to build a company like this, he'd be building Unified Office. That's what I tell everybody.
Okay, so that leads me to simplicity and ease of use, right? Those are the kinds of the things
That's right.
You're talking about?
Yeah, any device, anywhere, any service, any place, right? We've heard that phrase over the years, but we really make it real. So with Unified Office, you can take your tablet, you can take your smartphone, you can leave your laptop at home. Everything will play across all your devices, including your voice. All right, you can do 3 or 4 digit dialing right from your laptop. You'll have all the business services, shared line appearances, busy line appearance, all the PBX-like features that we grew up with over the years are now available on these mobile devices.
So cloud-based solution?
Cloud-based for IT. It's a hybridized cloud/premise-based solution for voice, because voice, at the end of the day, is still real-time communications. In order to really affect the quality of service, you still need a premise-based solution for that. You can hybridize it in the cloud if you have the connectivity. If you're working with a CLEC, for example, that's got fiber going to all these businesses, it is true that you can hybridize. And what I mean by that is we can build the voice into the cloud but have the quality of service because we're working closely with the transmission folks. But generally speaking, I think premise-based is the way to fly with this and with voice these days. IT in the cloud is great.
So you're early stage, so I still like to know in terms of feedback, have you had a chance to get feedback? What are people saying?
We spent a lot of time working with small businesses, talking with them, and we hear the same story over and over again. What do you do with this? How can you help me use this beyond what I do with it today? And by that they mean there's one business in particular that relies heavily on dial-ins, right? People calling around for appointments, walk-ins. That business has a transient employee base, or coming and going all the time. Can I have this calendar represent the entire business? Can I see all the other calendars and their appointments from my tablet? And with Unified Office, I say, yes, I can make that happen for you. I can also make sure that your address books are all coordinated and synchronized across all your devices, including the company. And the integration between voice and cloud-based IT services today is, you can have an auto attendant now actually dial out to Google and check your Gmail calendar. And so that kind of integration is really starting to happen now, and it's a very, very, very rapidly changing market. So I think at the end of the day, the world's got enough technology. What we really need is, as a company like Unified Office, to come in and integrate that on behalf of these small business people. They can't afford IT people. And if they could, they probably want to spend it on R&D or doing more lawyering or more doctoring. And so we come in and we really sort of collapse 3 or 4 IT functions into one. And we have a service wrapper where we monitor the customer 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
What about video?
Not video yet, but that's something that'll be on our roadmap probably within a year.
And what about cost?
Cost is because you don't have to, this is where cloud comes in. Infrastructure as a service, right? You've got the Googles of the world standing up all this infrastructure. I don't have to buy that stuff anymore, right? Now they have virtualized services for border controllers. So a company like Unified Office couldn't exist 5 years ago because you didn't have the support infrastructure underneath it. You have that today. So you come in and you intelligently sort of knit these things together to create a. I don't have to own any I don't have any capital expense that I have, or infrastructure that I have to own. So it's piecing these elements of the cloud together to create an integrated service offer without all the attendant cost of CapEx and that sort of thing that makes it possible for us to create a valuable service, profitable service, but for both my company and my end users.
That's great. So what's next?
We start rolling out in earnest sometime in mid-February. We get through our first 3 to 4 beta trials that we have underway right now.
That's 2012 for those people that are watching this at a later date.
That's right.
Okay.
And I mean, the response has been extremely gratifying. Our very first customer, we won against some very big names who you might, everybody would be familiar with, the major carriers and whatnot, and they were happy to pay us even more money. And so that's, when you get those kinds of proof points in the market and that kind of validation, that's exciting.
And when you sell, is it going to be a hybrid channel with a website, or how does that work?
No, we're going to go, you can't access this market directly. It's too expensive, and the primary relationships are held by what do I call the interconnects, right? Or the CLECs for that matter, right? So
right.
I call it, you'll see the van, the white van on the road with a ladder on the top. Those guys are out there. They have those primary relationships with the small business folks. They're the channel to market for us. And they need to be modernized. Their business models are ancient, right? The PBX guys are selling PBX still, and really nobody wants it anymore.
Right.
Right. And so how do we help him or her remodel or transform their business so that they can participate along with their end users in this explosion in mobility and tablet devices. So
very exciting. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, it was
good
great.
luck.
Thanks.